Master your mind and never lose focus. Stoicism. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, distractions can easily pull you away from your goals. The Stoics teach us that mastering our mind is essential to maintaining focus. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. This principle guides you through the chaos, helping you regain control. Consider a day at work. You sit at your desk, determined to finish an important project. But just as you dive in, your coworker begins a loud conversation nearby. Your attention wavers. Suddenly, you are mentally torn between your work and the noise. Here lies your choice. Let the external chaos dictate your focus, or center yourself and return to your tasks. Take a moment to reflect. How often do external factors disrupt your peace? Do you let frustration steer your mood? When you recognize these distractions, challenge yourself, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that the power to stay focused lies within you. Picture yourself taking a moment to pause. Imagine the satisfaction that comes when you refocus your mind on what truly matters. This power rests in your hands. Everyday distractions are part of life. They are an invitation to practice Stoicism. When your smartphone buzzes with notifications or a friend calls unexpectedly, your response defines your ability to remain centered. Ask yourself, how can you cultivate patience in these moments? What would it mean to choose focus over frustration? As you navigate this dance of distractions, consider this. Can your thoughts remain undisturbed by the clamor around you? When you experience challenges, remember one thing. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Each time you face an interruption, think about how you can reframe your mindset. Are you viewing obstacles as burdens, or can they be opportunities to strengthen your focus? These reflections lead to powerful insights about your daily life. Will you choose to engage in your work with intention, despite distractions, or allow them to overshadow your potential? In the next 24 hours, I challenge you to implement this Stoic principle. When distractions arise, consciously bring your focus back to your task. Notice how this simple act can transform your day. Before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. As you navigate through the noise of life, there's a powerful question to ponder. What do you allow into your mind? The distractions we face are not just external. They mirror our internal struggles. One of the most profound insights from the Stoics is that true mastery comes not just from avoiding distractions, but from understanding what lies beneath them. Imagine you are stuck in traffic, your plans unraveling as the clock ticks on. Frustration bubbles up, your mind races. But take a moment. Can you see the traffic as a teacher rather than a hindrance? We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, said Seneca. This simple shift can open doors to a deeper understanding of your reactions. When you encounter stress, there's an opportunity to pause, to breathe, and to reflect, instead of feeling like a victim to your circumstances. Reclaim your power. Picture yourself in that car, the world whizzing by. You can choose to rage against the traffic or find peace in this moment of stillness. Embrace it. What if every distraction is a call to dig deeper? When you realize discomfort often stems from your expectations, you can redefine your experience. The noise doesn't just disrupt, it invites you to examine what it means to be focused. Are you clinging too tightly to your plans, or are you adaptable in the face of uncertainty? As you sit at work, interruptions may come like waves crashing on a shore, constant and unpredictable, but like the shoreline, you can remain steady. Take a deep breath. Feel your shoulders relax. Let the noise wash over you rather than consume you. Now consider this. What happens when you truly let go? When you stop fighting against the distractions? Do you find clarity? Do you discover a deeper commitment to what's really important? Each moment spent in distraction is also a moment to practice returning to yourself. It's a cycle. Distraction, awareness, and refocus. It's not about being perfect. It's about engaging with the process. When your smartphone buzzes, let it remind you of your choice. You can indulge in the chaos, or you can pause and decide. This decision is where your power lies. What would it mean for you to choose calm over chaos? As you embrace this mindset, reflect on your journey. Distractions will never cease, but your response can evolve. You might even discover that each challenge builds resilience. Instead of seeing obstacles as burdens, can you view them as invitations to foster a stronger, more focused self? In the next moments you encounter distractions, remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Let this truth guide you as you cultivate a strength that shines through chaos. So, take a moment and ask yourself, how can you carry this Stoic principle into your daily life? What steps can you take today to reinforce your focus despite the distractions swarming around you? Your journey of mastery is just beginning. Embrace it. Chapter 2. Finding Clarity in the Chaos. Let's dive deeper into this idea of distractions and how they affect us. Life is full of noise, both outside and inside our heads. The challenge is to find peace amidst this chaos. Think of it as a bustling street market. There are sounds, colors, and people everywhere. It can be overwhelming, but each visit offers a chance to explore and discover what truly matters. When you feel surrounded by distraction, ask yourself, what's important right now? When you sit down to work or relax, focus on that question. Often, distractions come dressed as urgent tasks or entertaining notifications. But are they really important? This is where Stoicism shines. It teaches us to identify what we can control and what we cannot. Consider this. How do you react when you face unexpected interruptions? Do you breathe deeply or let frustration build? Imagine your thoughts as clouds in the sky. Some days they're fluffy and white, while other times they're dark and heavy. The key is to recognize that you are not those clouds. You are the sky, able to observe them without getting lost in the storm. Let's take another look at that moment in traffic. Instead of viewing it as an inconvenience, what if you saw it as a gift? a chance to pause, breathe, and reflect. While you wait, maybe listen to a podcast that inspires you, or simply enjoy the silence. Harness that time instead of letting it slip away amid frustration. Distractions are invitations to practice mindfulness. When your phone buzzes, consider it a signal. You have the power to choose your response. Will you let it draw you into chaos, or will you take a breath and ground yourself? This awareness is empowering. As you navigate your day, remember that focus is a muscle you can strengthen. Each time you consciously redirect your energy, you are building that muscle. Start small. Perhaps set a timer for work sessions. When the timer goes off, take a moment to pause. Reflect on what you accomplished, and then go back to the task with renewed energy. Sometimes, the chaos outside can stir up fears and doubts within us. When these feelings arise, acknowledge them. You might say to yourself, "Yes, I feel overwhelmed, but it doesn't define me." This recognition is key. You're not just reacting, you're observing. This shift allows you to reclaim your power and focus. Think of each challenge as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. When you encounter an obstacle, ask yourself, "What can I learn here?" This practice shifts your mindset. Rather than seeing distractions as negative, view them as chances to grow and become more resilient. As you navigate through your day, keep this simple exercise in mind. Pause and breathe. When distractions rise, and they will, give yourself permission to step back for a moment. Regain your focus and let go. This doesn't mean you're avoiding reality. It means you're preparing yourself to face it with clarity and intention. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to create an environment that supports your focus. Until then, challenge yourself. Embrace the distractions as part of your journey. Each moment of clarity will guide you closer to mastering your mind. Remember, you are the architect of your focus. Let's build something great together. Chapter 3: Creating Your Environment for Focus. Now that we've explored how distractions pop up and what to do when they do, let's talk about your surroundings. The space you create around you can greatly impact your focus. Think of your environment as a garden. If it's overgrown with weeds, it's hard to see the flowers. Similarly, if your space is cluttered or chaotic, it can be tough to find clarity. Imagine sitting down to work in a room full of noise and clutter. Papers scattered everywhere, dirty dishes in the sink, and a buzzing phone begging for your attention. It's no wonder you feel distracted. Your environment is sending signals to your brain. So, how can you cultivate a space that inspires focus and calm? Start small. Look around your workspace. What can you clear away? Maybe it's time to tidy that desk. Even a little organization can make a big difference. When everything has a place, it's easier to settle down and concentrate on what you need to do. Next, think about the noise around you. Are you in a loud area? If so, can you use headphones or find a quieter spot? Background noise can be challenging, but it doesn't have to derail your focus. You might enjoy soft music or white noise, things that create a soothing backdrop instead of a distracting one. Now, let's bring in some nature. Plants can do wonders for your mood and concentration. Consider adding a small plant to your desk. It can freshen the air and add a sense of calm. Nature has a way of grounding us, helping to take the edge off distractions. Plus, caring for a plant is a small way to practice mindfulness. Another key aspect of your environment is the lighting. Natural light can boost your mood and energy. If you can, position your workspace near a window. If not, consider using soft, warm lighting. Harsh fluorescent bulbs can drain your energy and focus. A cozy light can help create an inviting atmosphere, making it easier to dive into your work. Let's not forget about your digital environment. Your phone and computer can also be sources of distraction. Take a moment to organize your digital files and applications. Unsubscribe from unnecessary notifications that draw your attention away. Set specific times to check your email and social media rather than letting them interrupt your flow. As you build your environment for focus, remember that it should reflect what's important to you. Include items that inspire or motivate you. Maybe it's a picture of a loved one, a quote that resonates, or a little trinket that holds special memories. These personal touches can provide encouragement when distractions arise. Finally, think about your daily routine. A consistent schedule can help signal to your brain when it's time to focus. Having a regular starting time and ritual, like making a cup of coffee or writing down your goals for the day, can help you shift into that focused state. As you begin to craft your environment, keep in mind that mastery comes from practice. Each step you take toward creating a space for focus brings you closer to your goals. Distractions will always be there, but with the right surroundings, you can manage them better. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build habits that reinforce this newfound focus. Until then, take a moment to rearrange your space and see how it shifts your mindset. Your environment shapes your experience, so let's make it work for you. Together, we can nurture the conditions for your mind to flourish. Chapter 4. Building Habits for Sustained Focus. Now that you've taken steps to create a supportive environment for your focus, let's shift our attention to habits. Habits are the building blocks of daily life. Small changes can lead to big results. This is especially true when you want to master your focus and stay on track. Think about your morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Do you wake up and scroll through your phone? Or do you take a moment to breathe, stretch, and set your intentions? Creating a morning ritual that centers you can make a difference. It doesn't have to be long. Just a few minutes of quiet can help you greet the day with clarity. Consider this. What actions make you feel grounded? Maybe it's enjoying a cup of tea, taking a walk outside, or writing in a journal. Find what resonates with you and incorporate it into your mornings. Consistency is key. The more you practice these habits, the more they become a natural part of your day. As you go about your work or daily tasks, aim for focused work sessions. Try the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This method helps you maintain intensity while also allowing your mind to refresh. Over time, you can adjust the timing to fit your rhythm. The goal is to find what keeps you engaged. During these focused sessions, minimize distractions. Turn off notifications and close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Let it be a time where you dive deep into your task. By setting these boundaries, you create a protective bubble around your focus. This allows your brain to work more efficiently without interruptions. And what about those moments when distractions do sneak in? It's okay. Acknowledge them without judgment. When you notice your mind wandering, don't beat yourself up. Instead, gently guide your attention back to your task. Remind yourself that it's a part of the process. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Self-reflection is another important habit. At the end of each day, take a few moments to review what went well and what didn't. What helped you stay focused? What pulled you away? This reflective practice helps you gain insights into your own patterns. It's a chance to celebrate your successes and learn from your challenges. You might also consider setting clear goals for each week. Decide what you want to focus on. Write them down and keep them visible. These goals act as guides, steering you back on track when distractions arise. You'll become more aware of what truly matters and make mindful choices around it. Don't forget to be kind to yourself throughout this process. Building new habits takes time and patience. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward is a step toward mastering your focus. As we move forward, we'll explore the role of community and support in your journey. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can reinforce your commitment to staying focused. In the meantime, take these habits and see how they transform your experience. Embrace the practice. You're on the path to becoming more resilient and focused. Let's continue this journey together. As the sun set on another hectic day, Jamie sat at his desk. The familiar noise of the city outside, a constant reminder of life's unrelenting buzz. He had come a long way since first learning about Stoicism and its powerful teachings. In those early days, distractions seemed to pull him in all directions. But now he felt a growing strength within. He had dedicated himself to creating a space that inspired focus. His desk, once cluttered, now remained clear and organized, with only the essentials in view. A small plant sat in the corner, reminding him of nature's calming presence. Soft music played in the background, creating an atmosphere of tranquility. Jamie could feel the difference. The chaos outside no longer frightened him. But it wasn't just his environment that had transformed. Jamie had learned the value of habits. His mornings began with intention instead of the mindless scroll of his phone. He took time to breathe deeply, to stretch, and to set his goals for the day. Those small changes had created a ripple effect, fueling his productivity and giving him a sense of accomplishment. However, not every day was easy. Distractions still lurked, ready to pounce. One afternoon, as Jamie focused on an important project, an urgent notification buzzed on his phone. The old instinct to check immediately urged him to look, pulling him away from his task. His heart raced in frustration at being tempted once more. In that moment, Jamie remembered the teachings of Epictetus. You have power over your mind, not outside events. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and embraced the stillness. That single act of returning to himself allowed him to regain control. He let the notification go, reminding himself that it was not urgent and would still be waiting for him later. With renewed energy, Jamie dove back into his work. Each keystroke felt like a testament to his commitment. The distractions that used to feel overwhelming now served as reminders of his growth. He didn't shy away from interruptions. He faced them with awareness. When coworkers chatted nearby, Instead of feeling annoyed, he smiled, recognizing that their conversations were part of the symphony of life happening around him. That evening, Jamie reflected on his journey. He had faced numerous challenges, but had also cultivated a powerful resilience. The noise no longer dictated his focus. His mind was the calm in the midst of the storm. He had learned to view distractions as opportunities for growth. As he prepared to end his day, Jamie realized that mastering the mind was an ongoing process. He wouldn't achieve perfection, but each day offered a new chance to practice and refine his skills. He thought about how far he had come and felt a profound sense of gratitude. With a smile, Jamie made a list for tomorrow, ready to embrace every moment with intention. He understood that serenity was not a final destination, but a journey, and he was excited to continue on this path. As he closed his laptop and prepared to step away from his workspace, a spark of inspiration struck. Knowledge is meant to be shared. He wanted others, struggling with their own distractions, to experience the clarity he had found. Have you been seeking your own path to serenity? If so, keep following this journey. Subscribe to our channel to receive the next Reflections of the Stoics firsthand. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway in the comments. Your insights might encourage others on their journeys too. And remember to share this wisdom with at least 3 friends who could use a little balance in their lives.